Action.
Daddy, how can we afford to go on this trip?
Oh, honey, no problem. I own this island pretty much.
What?
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm a banker. I mean, it might be a recession for everybody else, but I've made lots of money.
Oh.
Yes, sir. I mean, I used to be a millionaire until I invented the collateralized debt obligation. Now I'm a billionaire. I got people that couldn't possibly afford a loan to take a loan, and I offloaded it to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac in Ireland, and I became a billionaire. So you're going to see when you come to this island, pretty much everybody knows me, and I bet you'll find they have quite an opinion about me.
Even with your hair so long?
Oh yeah, I can afford to have in-your-face hair.
Dun, dun, dun.
I have to say anything. Maybe I'll just look grieving.
Good afternoon, ladies. I'm Inspector Carmine. I'm here to investigate your husband's death. I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Thank you. Where did you come from?
Oh, the mainland.
Okay.
It must have been very unexpected for you guys. I've heard that your husband was in good health.
It was a shock. It was a shock.
And how did you end up finding him dead?
She woke up and she came into my room screaming that he was lying there. And so, being a first-year medical student, I went in and I took his pulse on the back of his elbow, and nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, I'm sorry to inform you, but there has been a murder in this hotel. It's not funny. It's a serious murder, but there's no need for alarm.
Do you know who it is?
Yes, his name was Mr. Collins. Maybe you knew him?
No, I've never heard of this man.
Well, everybody else on the island seems to know who he is, but apparently he was strangled.
Are we in any danger?
I don't think so, but we have not. We've called for the police inspector, Inspector Carmine, and he will be coming soon, and we'll be interrogating any suspects. You're all in shock.
Are you suspecting foul play?
We do suspect it's a murder, yeah, like foul play.
I'm going to need another drink. Immediately.
And go. Okay.
And how did you know Mr. Collins?
Mr. Collins was a frequent at Three Sisters on Block Island. And one day he took all of my sandwiches for the whole day and ran out of the store.
Really?
It was infuriating!
Good morning, I'm Inspector Carmine. What's your name?
My name is Fred Poisson.
And is this your shop here?
This is my gallery.
Okay.
We're at Watercolors, Block Island Watercolors.
Block Island Watercolors. Okay. Did you know the victim, Mr. Collins?
Yes, I did. I rented a house from him a few years ago.
You did? And how did that go over?
We actually had a problem. Approximately 4 months after I moved out, he accused me of clogging the septic system with my watercolor paints, which is virtually impossible.
Yeah, it doesn't sound likely.
Water-based, you know, water-soluble paints actually liquefy with water rather than thicken. So
Right,
it was sort of a strange case, especially since after 3 months after I'd moved out, he sent me an email saying his agent had reviewed the house, everything was fine, and that you know, he was looking forward to my moving back into the house. And then about 5 days before I was supposed to move in, I started getting these letters, this is broken, that is broken. I ended up having to get the police department to go up there to get my paintings. And we took pictures of the septic tank and everything around the house, and nothing was wrong. So it I think he was trying to shake me down, frankly.
Trying to pull a fast one.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. Thanks, Ashley, for suggesting coming out here to the Clayhead Preserve on Block Island. This is really beautiful. This is helpful. Thanks.
Yeah. You know, one day after, or the morning of, May 7th is the date. I guess we'll have to remember that forever. That Dad passed away.
Yeah.
Do you think, this is going to be weird, but do you think we could cut his hair?
Cut his hair? And maybe change his part? I don't know.
Weird? Is that weird to talk about so soon? Is that weird?
You know, I was never so sure about that middle part.
And action.
Good afternoon, ladies. What were your names again?
I'm Sarah. I'm Stacy.
And where are we right now? Nice formations.
It's the Mohegan Bluffs on Block Island.
And did you happen to know the recently deceased?
I didn't, but she did.
You did?
I did.
And how did you know him?
He stole all the rocks in my yard to build his own stone wall.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know.
Did you ever get them back?
I never got them back. And the wall he built, it blocked out the sunlight, and I have no sunlight in my yard.
Oh, so now you can't grow your garden?
No.
Sorry.
It's horrible.
Sorry about that.
You're on.
So, Mr. Norbert, what do they call this? Where are we again?
This is the Southeast Lighthouse, which was built in 1873 but only moved here in 1993.
Yes, and what do you do out here on the island again?
I am the librarian of the Island Free Library.
And did you know the victim, Mr. Collins?
Oh yes, I did. He was a patron of the library, but you know,
A good patron?
no. Well, he came a lot, and we let him check out books, but he never returned them. Almost never. So
Did he
I'm
have
sorry.
Did he have any out after he passed away?
I'm sure he did. I can check the records for you.
I'm familiar with Collins.
Well, actually, he was a member of the Homeowners Association, and all I wanted to do was paint my fence. And, you know, for years we've been battling with the Homeowners Association so that I could just paint my fence, and he was the sole person blocking it. And I don't understand how a guy like that gets off on stuff like that.
Had you ever come hiking here with Collins before?
No, this is our first time to Block Island. Kind of a traumatic start, isn't it?
Yeah. Unfortunately, you couldn't see all the surf scoters that.
You know, looking at this pond makes me just feel like here it is, this beautiful pond on this bluff, and it's just starting to trickle away.
Sort of, yeah, just eroding.
The fragility of life. Things we hold precious, and then they disappear on us.
So, Leo, this is your shop here?
Yes, it is.
And how did you know Mr. Collins?
I don't know. I've known him for a while. He's a prick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We just
What makes you say that?
Because he does shitty things around the island, you know,
Frequently?
every day.
Has he crossed you personally?
I tried to fuck me, but that doesn't happen.
I'm sure. What did he try and do?
What?
What did he try to do?
I tried to rob my fucking bikes.
He tried to take your bike.
Yeah.
But you stopped him. I think.
Of course I stopped him. I almost broke his fucking leg for him.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's an unreasonable thing to do. And how did you know Mr. Collins?
Oh yeah, that guy. I actually used to live right next to him on the other side of the island.
Yeah.
And one Christmas, I bought him a microwave, a used microwave, off my brother-in-law. And the asshole used it to microwave my cat. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was really taken aback. So there were a few other instances like that, but
That's terrible. What was your cat's name?
Fluffy. Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear about Fluffy.
Well, may he rest in peace, you know.
Yeah.
So, do we have any news from you, Inspector Carmen?
Well, I did learn a fair bit today. I spoke to a lot of people around the island.
How would they be any help? She's never been here before.
Well, one thing I learned is that apparently this was not Mr. Collins' first trip.
What?
For instance,
I'm
a
shocked.
woman at the sandwich shop told me that he frequently steals sandwiches, almost on a daily basis,
Why would he do
as
that?
well as harassing the owner of the bicycle rental shop.
Bicycles.
He does love bicycles.
But he's never
No.
been here before.
They must be
Actually,
mistaken.
none of the locals today really had anything good to say about Mr. Collins at all. Apparently he's even a member of the homeowners association out here, and as part of some vendetta wouldn't let his neighbor paint his fence white. Some woman I met on the beach today said that he stole some rocks from her backyard. And
Wow.
most disturbing of all, one man said that he had microwaved his cat Fluffy.
I'm shocked.
He
I'm
must
shocked.
be mistaken. He would never do that. Or have been here before.
He loves cats. And rocks. Although that
He does
may
love
be incriminating.
I'm sorry, all these people seem trustworthy.
So do we have to have a funeral here?
I guess
Morning.
What's
wrong?
I thought you were dead.
Really, I was sleeping.
You were sleeping.
I was sleeping. You know I haven't been sleeping well.
Oh,
What? We've
Yeah.
been scouring the island trying to find your murderer.
Really?
We thought somebody murdered
No,
you.
I was just sleeping. Oh.
Call Inspector Carmine.
Call the inspector. What? She's taking her mark? And wasn't at all happy? Or
No, she liked everything but her verbal score.
How many tests are there? Just 2 or 3? Alright. The verbal is the one.
Yeah.
So she take a